now these days, BA. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest. Utah has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. They've got Grayson Allen, Jeff Green out there with Williams. Then there's Keontae George, and it's MP in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. Allen can't get it to go. The Bucks trail by 11. Tipped away. MP with it, guarded by Antetokounmpo. From deep, MP. MP making the long-range connection.
MP doing a nice job with the quick catch and shoot, not wanting to waste those touches.
And here is Antetokounmpo. Playing the Clippers, he was nearly unstoppable. And he lobs it up the feed. The jam. Giannis.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Back to George. MP outside. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Give him 8 points now. The rebound by MP.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Hendricks has checked in for Utah. Lowry Marketing comes in for Williams.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He dropped 35 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
And let's get an update on Drew Eubanks' injury. What do you have, Allie?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Jazz. We do now know that the ankle is twisted. He's trying to walk it off, but we have no further information at this time. And for a team with a thin roster, this injury really hurts. They will need everyone to step their game up.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
MP with it, and it's Trent picking him up. For 3, Allen. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Allen's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
The fast break triple. If I did that back in the day, I'd be heading to the bench.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah. Colin Sexton comes in for George. Prince is checked in for the Bucks. Lillard comes in for Connaughton. Lillard finds Lopez. Now right. Out to the wing. Lillard passes to Lopez. Prince, a screen on Markkanen, lets it fly. And the basket by Trent.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
MP outside, takes a 3. Right with the board. Bucks trail by 18. Pass to Prince. Back to right. Now here's Lopez. And a miss there on the triple. Lillard against MP. Markkanen looking it over. On the wing, MP. Defended by Lillard. Shot clock at 6. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by MP. Markkanen's got 6.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Lillard. Utah grabs the miss. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
Now here's Trent, coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers.
Hey, you're not going to trick MP now. Think again. That's a great block right there.
The Jazz making a switch here. Collins checked in. Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Lopez.
27 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Lopez. MP with the block.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Sexton finds MP. Charity stripe shot, and he gets the bucket. MP's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Utah, ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be back in a moment.
Welcome, everybody. This
Execution. These guys know what they want offensively. Their timing is in sync. That's why, by and large.
Moving on to our next topic, All-Star voting. A peek at the latest returns.
Man, we've talked about.
Thanks for joining us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, but his blocks tell only part of the story. His presence alone is making an impact on defense.
Yeah, you know, he's been up in the air so often, he's been absolutely a pest on the defensive end.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. And it's Prince in at the 3. And that one's good. Lillard. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
George, good.
And just muscling it in. George, very aggressive.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip. Pass to Lopez. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, great D that time from MP.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Give him 8. Trent, the pass to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. From downtown, Sexton grabs the board. Sexton's got 4 rebounds in the game. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
And here's Milwaukee now, following the bucket by Utah. Pure from three-point range. Lopez has got 8.
And a nice job from Lopez to catch and shoot in a fluid motion. And for a guy as big as he is, that's really impressive.
All right.
little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Trent. Lopez, the screen. The three is up. Rebounded by Green. For Utah, they've gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. MP is out there with Jeff Green. Then it's Williams. Then there's Keontae George. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. We've got 1:55 left to play in the fourth. Trent's shot is off.
That's their plan to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to Green. And here's MP. Inside. And the Bucks pushing it up now. Here's Trent. Oh, hammers it home. Taking it the length of the court.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Jazz.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
That's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
Here's Lillard. Can't hit it from 12 feet.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on George. And Lillard gets it to go.
Coming right back at him. You got to love the competitive fire from Damian Lillard.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
And here's MP from outside. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Now Lillard. Pass to Prince. Now here's Lopez. So we see the Jazz taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what. Give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. Man, I hate this Bay Area weather. It's never warm. MP, you're my favorite player, man. Oh.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
To Skylar Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And we'll be right back. Coming to you, Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Then it's MP. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward. Now MP. For the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
MP is a cool customer from three. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And George kicks to Sexton. The three from MP. And Utah, another three.
And we see MP just continue to develop here, nailing those catch-and-shoot chances. That's big.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, for the Warriors this summer, there was disappointment seeing their longtime trio broken up with the departure of Klay Thompson. But many around the league felt like with the additions they've made, this team is actually upgraded. So, guys, we'll see how they hold up in this crowded Western Conference. Do Steph Curry and Draymond Green have enough?
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Healed outside. Outside for Curry. That three off the mark.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And again, MP. MP's got 11 points.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
In the corner, it's Healed. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Nailed from three-point land.
Wiggins making quick decisions with the ball, not wasting any time getting that shot off.
George finds MP. Markkanen sets the pick for MP. Launches it. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by MP.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Milwaukee was outstanding. He added 29 points and was reliable as ever from distance. A fantastic performance from him. Something he wants to repeat tonight. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by MP.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen.
Oh, very clever from Curry. They're attracting the defense and then just giving it away.
George dishes to MP. 56 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside, Kuminga. Here's Jackson Davis. Covered by MP. Healed with the bucket.
Yeah, for guards who are young players in the NBA, finishing around the rim is always a focus at this level. Nice job by Heald there.
MP, no good. Utah comes into this one after the win against Milwaukee.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant.
We've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And so in the game for the Jazz, Green is out there with MP. Then it's Collier. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Markkanen in at the three.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Great understanding by MP. Knew what position to be in.
Now for an update on John Collins' injury, let's go to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, Utah's head athletic trainer gave me an update. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. Right in the heart of the season. This is when injuries start to mount. They're going to have to adjust. Kevin?
Good information, David. He's certainly been on our minds. Now, at least, Greg, we have a little more clarity.
Yeah, now they have the information they need to take the best course of action.
Everybody wishing the best for him. We all know how badly he wants to be out there playing alongside his teammates and competing.
We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
And the Warriors making a change here. Waters is checked in. The Jazz also changing it up. Hendricks is checked in. And it's Sexton in for Allen. Sexton kicks to Markkanen. The Jazz with another miss.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Looney. Here's Waters. Milton with the ball. Here's Looney. Majemski on the wing. And the Warriors miss again.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's MP. MP converting the tough bucket.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Milton passes to Green. To the middle. Here's Majemski. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. A tense time for some of these players.
You look at MP, he stands at number 2 in the Western Conference. The fans giving him the backing he deserves.
No doubt about it, and it's been an outstanding campaign for him, and he's got to be a part of that starting lineup.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Inside, here's Jackson Davis.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Outside, Sexton. With the fadeaway. And Utah again with the bucket.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Jackson Davis in the corner. And that one is stuffed right through.
So much talk about Steph's scoring ability, but he's also a great facilitator.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Kuminga's come in for Golden State.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And here's MP for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got the lead up to 8 now for Utah. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Wiggins outside. Shot by Hield, nobody around. A putback, offensive rebound. Kuminga with a wide-open look. Good on the three-point shot. Kuminga's got 5 points now this quarter.
Kuminga hits enough of those to keep you honest.
MP outside. And the Jazz another 3.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the second. Warriors trail by 8. They kick out to Hield. Golden State moving the ball around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Jazz have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Back to MP. Pass to Sensabaugh. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's the Utah Jazz. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Utah Jazz.
They're getting good looks from range. That's been the key. But they also hit a bunch of contested threes, playing with great confidence. You could see the lead snowballing in the second half.
Now let's change gears and talk a little bit about All-Star voting.
You can almost taste All-Star Weekend, the celebrations on and off the court. Shaq, you know all about that. Let me hear some memories.
It's like Vegas. What you do there stays there.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The athletic front court pair, Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and heel. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 down low. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Pass to MP. Unloads. Back to George. And here's MP for 3. And the Jazz another 3.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Now Curry, defended by George. Curry can't get it to go. Jazz leading by 14. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. MP sets the screen for Sexton. The 3 from MP. Warriors with the rebound. Fires away from outside. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Back to Markkanen for 3. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Markkanen's got his 3rd basket of the night.
How about the confidence? Markkanen looking fearless from the corner.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. And Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. And we thank you for your report.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter. And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Here's Wiggins. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Utah leading by 19. MP dishes to Sexton. Pass to MP. Fires from 18. Again, the Jazz score.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Some changes for Golden State. Green comes in for Wiggins. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. Down low. And Jackson Davis gets it to go. Jackson Davis has got 10 points.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's MP, and again it's Utah.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
Warriors trail by 21. Outside, Kuminga. To the inside. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
He has still not missed a shot. Where would they be today without him?
The 3 from MP. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Outside, Kuminga. Here's the screen. No problems knocking that one down. He's got 7.
Well, that's a guy you want to find, Buddy Hield, with the response from 3.
He takes it in. Count the basket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Allen finds Collins. MP inside. Jackson Davis defending. Collins setting the pick for Allen. Over Hield. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Well, that screen wasn't quite as effective as it could be. However, they find a way to get it done. Credit the shooter for overcoming that aggressive defense.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Jazz leading by 19. On the wing, MP. He's defended by Pajemski. MP kicks to Allen. From deep, hits the three-point bomb.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
MP getting it done for the Jazz. What an amazing quarter. There was. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight.
That's what I'm talking about. MP got the job done tonight, as usual. Long season. Time to grab that lunch pail and go to work. Fans live for games like this one.
The Jazz coming down the tunnel earlier, ready to do battle on their home court. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Joined by and Coach, about halfway through the season now, players starting to feel the wear and tear, it would seem.
Yeah, but Brian, I think it's even more mental than physical. It's the preparing for games every night, competing against the best players in the world. It takes a toll on everybody, players, coaches. You've just got to bring great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Amp is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the point. Markkanen can't hit from the elbow. And the Timberwolves with possession. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Utah team.
Last season, this was a surprisingly difficult matchup for them. Lost every game against this team.
6 to shoot. The floater. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Will Hardy.
I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. George passes to MP. They grab their own miss. Here's Markkanen. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, he was using that big frame. Markkanen can pile up offensive rebounds.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Edwards against Sexton. Outside Edwards. Lets a three fly. And it's MP with a rebound. The Jazz have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Markkanen sets a screen. Here's MP. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
McDaniels is such a disruptive defender. Inside, outside, he's a pest everywhere.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Reed. MP shot is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Outside, Alexander Walker. And he lobs it up top. Gobert, no good.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to MP. Takes the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. MP's got 7.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
That's how you know Conley is right out there.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout.
MP, you need a spark.
Jazz trail by 6. They've got MP. Grayson Allen is out there with Keontae George. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward position. That's the group for Utah right now. Pass to Markkanen. For 3, Allen knocks down the long J. Allen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Now Reed. Here's Dillingham. For 3. Fires in the triple. 6 points for him.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Outside, Alexander Walker. No good on the 3. Jazz trail by 6. It's Markkanen on the wing. Launches it. Another 3 for Utah.
Yeah, from range, Markkanen has such an effortless stroke.
Minnesota's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's Garza, covered by MP. Here he goes. And Shannon gets it to go. Shannon's got his second basket of the game. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors just played phenomenal. He scored 45 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. A legendary performance that will be talked about for years to come, unless he's able to do it again tonight. Brian?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
From deep. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists tonight.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A different look for Utah. Green's checked in for Hendricks. Williams comes in for Markkanen. And it's Colin Sexton in for George. And Minnesota with possession here. Conley passes to McDaniels. Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside, Edwards. Clock at 6. Elbow shot on the way. Utah grabs the miss.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Maybe the results haven't been there in recent seasons, but the Jazz have an exciting young core, Coach.
Yeah, they do, B.A. They've focused on youth, and some of those guys are developing into very good players. If this core stays in place and gels and they can add to it a little bit, watch out for this Jazz team.
Here's Edwards. Edwards, so good inside.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
On the wing, MP, defended by Gobert. A good look from MP, and there's another one for the Jazz.
Oh, a wise move by MP, calling his own numbers in the 2-man game.
Down low. Right side, Edwards. It's good! Edwards, what strength!
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pass to MP. 46 seconds left in the first half. Count it.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Conley. And he's going for the lob. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got his 8th rebound here tonight. 19 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And it's a 3-point Utah lead.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Now Edwards. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Phoenix.
Yeah, he did a great job attacking the defense and getting to the line. That kind of aggression goes a long way.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Jazz. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant, just owning the boards. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hello and welcome. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning those midnight oils.
Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are...
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He was their offensive catalyst in the first half, working hard to get the whole team involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Naz Reid out there with Jaden McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the 5. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
MP, that one's good.
Well, MP was ready to shoot, so they got him the ball. It's that simple.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Reed finds Conley. The teardrop. And it's MP with a rebound.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Markkanen with a screen on Conley. Here's MP. Again, Utah.
Hey, they are really exploiting openings in the mid-range. 10 straight points from that area.
Pass to Gobert. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Edwards. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association. And
Gobert goes up and brings it down.
Well, I like when Gobert's teammates use his length on offense. Textbook alley-oop there.
George finds MP. Markkanen sets a screen. Here's MP. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
To the paint. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on George. Conley passes to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Yeah, nice timing in the pick and roll. Gobert finishing the job.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
A big group sub. Jazz trail by 5. Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. Williams is out there with MP. And it's George in at the point guard position. That's the group for Utah right now. Pass to Garza. Outside, Alexander Walker. And that one is hammered home.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
From deep, MP. Another 3 for Utah.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Here's Dillingham. Pass to Shannon. The 3. The rebound by the Jazz. MP's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him to take the lead. MP knifing through for the bucket.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
The Timberwolves trail. Here's Dillingham. To the inside. The shot by Garza, no good.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Oh, MP with the hammer.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Hendricks is checked in. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Back to Edwards. Over Sexton. Another miss by Minnesota.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's MP. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. That game starts a nice 5-game homestand for them. Miller. Out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. On offense, here's Utah. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. MP buries the triple.
Yeah, just another thing MP does for this team. Space the floor.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. And they told the team it's close. We've got a chance if we battle, compete. You could see the players love the message. They looked fired up. We'll see if it works, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. The rebound by MP. MP's Utah leading by 6. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh! Edwards packs it home.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Pass to MP. Fires from deep. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. MP's got 40 points.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Back to MP. Markkanen with a screen on Gobert. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, he's a major threat from the mid-range. Markkanen loves taking advantage from that.
Sexton against Edwards. Edwards, no problem with the contact.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
MP looking around. That one goes. Count it. MP's got 42 in the game.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, I've seen a lot of great players come up in this league. MP is as focused on winning as they come.
Oh, MP with a block. George passes to MP. Let's go with a 3. Sends it home from three-point land. And now it's a 10-point Jazz lead.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Jazz.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And they played well tonight, picking up win number 24 of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for MP.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
B.A., all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Williams, a screen on Miller. Here's MP. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. MP's got 49 in the game.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Alexander Walker with the bucket. Here's MP. And good! There's another! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood.
Great win tonight, MP. Great win tonight, MP.